What's going on, guys? Naruto 3000, favorite commentator in the world. I know, you love me, right? Basically, I'm going to teach you today how to make a flashlight mount. My previous video that I made of this, I accidentally deleted just now. So I'm making a new one. What you're going to need is a flashlight of any sort that will fit inside of your scope mount. You're going to need a scope that has rings that come off, and also one that you can either get new ones for easily, or you can, you can part with it very easily without the rings. Not a big deal, Actually, plus, I think I can mount this and it'll be just as good with one ring. I haven't tried it yet, so, we'll see. If I do, I'm going to move this. I'm going to have to move this, to here as far back as I can possibly can. That's not the point, though. Flashlight. Basically, this flashlight is a Coleman. I just call it, the German hand grenade pipe bomb. A German hand grenade, because literally, if you tape like this, it literally looks like a freaking German grenade. I don't know why! Anyway, it's a Coleman. I'm spray painting it black soon. It's the middle of the night. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to take this. It runs on 2 AA batteries. And I don't know where I don't know who got this. We found this basically under a bed at a hotel room. I was on vacation with my family. Anyway, so you're going to have your flashlight. I'm going to need electrical tape. Now, the desired part where you want the flashlight to be mounted on, I like having the flashlight mounted up front. It makes it easier for me. That's my personal preference. You're going to take your electrical tape. You're going to need a lot of it. So, I would suggest having a new, fresh roll. If you have an old roll that's almost halfway done, I would use that too. Because you're probably not going to need a lot. Unless, of course, you tape around the middle here. Can't tell you that. What you're going to need is you're going to tape around the front here. And this is basically all for free. This is basically this is probably the cheapest way I can think of and that I've seen on YouTube to make a flashlight for your gun. And this is from pre-existing things. So you're going to need duct tape, not duct tape. Actually, no, you can use any tape of any kind. I prefer electrical tape because it layers easily and it's, easy to come by. For me, anyway. My grandma, she has tons of it up in New York, so, she used to. They built their own house, so they built a house, so they have all this extra electrical shit. It's crazy. So you're gonna also need a scope that you can take apart. Not really apart, but you have to be able to take the 2 screws out. The screws take out. You're also gonna need the Allen wrench that either comes with it, or you're gonna need a 3mm. No, you're gonna need a 3mm Allen wrench. That's the easiest thing I can think of. This is actually no, my Allen wrench it's 3mm. It might be different for some people. Yeah, this is 3mm. So basically, what you're gonna do once you have that once you have it done, taping around the front or wherever, you're gonna stick it in here. You don't want, now this is what I like, you don't want any wobble. No wobble whatsoever on this. Now, the first time I did this, I had too much wobble, even for me. God damn it. There was just too much wobble. I didn't like it. Now, this video also applies to a lot of other people. So what you're gonna do? You're gonna take it and you're just gonna tighten it. You're gonna get both sides screwed in at first. As easily as possible. With the long end. I'm sorry this is taking too long. But, what you're going to do. So, what I'm planning on doing is spray painting this whole thing black. So it doesn't give off the illusion of, hey, I made a cheap-ass freaking flashlight. I don't mind. You know, it makes my life that much easier. So this, like, if you're going out to buy a new flashlight that you could probably fit inside a mount, you're either wasting your money, or you really just cannot. You really just do not want to go out and buy a flashlight for your gun. Crap. And this is the part that you really should check. If you have a gun that's metal, you have a flashlight that's metal plastic, you're probably screwed. You can't have it collapse. The inside will probably collapse on you. Like, the casing will collapse on you. This is This is aluminum. I believe it's aluminum. I don't know. It came in a fancy case, so I'm assuming it's aluminum. And so it won't crush under extreme pressure. Now, once you do that, you're gonna take your gun. You're gonna find your desired place. The place I like it is up in the front here on the side of my mount. Now my gun, the JGM4S system, came with 2 extra mini rails. So yeah, what you're gonna do then? You're gonna take it. You're just going to attach it on your gun. Now, if you ask me, this looks so friggin' badass. It looks so badass. It's like not even funny to me. Fuck. Oh, you know what I just realized? I put, like, damn it. And I'll explain why I'm saying damn it later. When you're older. Just like when your parents, just like when you were younger and you asked, where do babies come from? Parents will tell you when you're older. Best part about these new flashlights, relatively new flashlights, with the ones with the buttons in the bottom, they really have like that, like sensitive touch. So if I have like this, I don't even click it. I can just move my finger in and out slightly, and it will turn it off. So I can literally like strobe it. It also makes it good for those guys who know Morse code really well. You can it's a bit of a delay, I will admit. The one thing I do not like about this mount, the fact that it's cheap, not the fact that it's cheap, is that you can't find a pressure switch. There is no place I can think of that you can find a pressure switch. People who don't know what pressure switches are, they are basically, a pressure switch is what those people who play Airsoft all the time use, so they don't have to use the standard button that comes on this. Now, runs on 2 AA batteries. I have a feeling these are going to run out soon because I've been using this flashlight for about 2 weeks now. Crap, this video is just, wow, this is just as long. But yeah, so, thank you guys for watching. My name's Nod. See you guys next time. Use my iPod. If it would stop recording. It didn't stop. Done.